impression of mine when it's taken on really soon?
You know, for me specifically, I sort of tried to create this character on my own. But obviously, having gone back before we did the pilot, certainly doing a lot of research and, you know, making her as authentic as possible.
I'm not the Smallville comparisons. I don't worry about, just because I mean any comparison would be welcome to a show that ran for 10 seasons. And but you guys saw the pilot. It's very different. It's not better or worse. It's just very different. So I never really considered it.
Right here in the blue shirt.
Yeah, when it comes to the name of the city is Starling City instead of Star City, was there any reason why the name of changed the name of the city? Did they go into that at all?
I think that's a question for Andrew Kreisberg.
Yeah, that's an Andrew Kreisberg question. I know that there was I know that there was a reason behind it. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I actually just read the script for the 6th episode, and there are other cities in the DC universe referenced, and they use the proper names of those.
Green shirt. Well, you can only ask one. Kidding.
Good question.
What was the question?
She asked what the favorite scene was in the pilot that we all shot.
I need to think.
I think my favorite scene was with you at the end. Just the location. Sorry, I get confused. Well, that scene was great also. But the location where we shot was really beautiful right after the party.
I mean, I actually, my favorite scene, it's not the way that it has to do with how the producers react to it. And Andrew Kreisberg was so happy with the scene that Katie and I shot in front of the Globe. That was at the Vancouver Convention Center. But my favorite scene was the dinner scene, actually. Because dinner scenes, they take a long time to cover because you shoot the master and then you shoot, you know, individuals on everybody. And to watch Colin and Willa and other Colin and Susanna do all their stuff before I get a chance to do mine, like I looked around and I was really happy with the cast, and I remember that being my favorite scene.
Guy with hat.
I have two questions.
Everyone's got two questions.
The first one is, within the new show, is there going to be reference to like how Smallville had, you know, Justice League being referenced throughout the show? I know it's probably be way later on in its reference, but has there been any talk about that sort of coming to terms, different heroes coming into help, or like Speedy actually picking up a boat?
Hey. What up, guys?
And the second question is, why aren't you blonde?
He's dirty blonde. There's a blonde in there.
Technically, I'll take that as well.
He is blonde.
Yeah. The island may be dark. What was the first question? The first question was, I mean, already in the show, and I'm not spoiling anything because there's been releases. Already in the show, we've referenced Merlin, we've referenced Speedy, we've referenced Katie's character. We have we had Deadshot coming in.
There's a lot of like little, I guess they were referring to it as Easter eggs.
Yeah.
In the show.
The Deathstroke mask you guys saw. The Huntress is coming.
Yeah.
You understand, the only people that love comic books more than you guys are the guys that write this show. They love it. They love it. And Jeff Johns from DC. Jeff Johns is writing an episode.
What?
That's a guy who looks like Kenny Rogers.
I thought I looked more like Santa Claus. Are they going to do any flashbacks to show, like, all your scars, how you got them in that?
Yeah. We are flashing back every episode that we've had so far. We flash back to the island. The idea is that, pardon me? The island, you know what? I wish it was an island in Hawaii. It's awful. It's terrible. It's dirty, it's cold. It's always 50 degrees when we're shooting island stuff, regardless of the fact that it's summer. The idea is that if we get a chance to go for a while, that the moment that we start the series is after whatever is my climactic experience on the island. And we will be doing linear flashbacks as it goes along. It's not always going to relate to what's happening to me in the present, a la Lost, but that will happen once in a while. I love Lost, by the way.
Guy in red shirt.
As much as they will let me. I thought that I was going to be allowed to do everything. There's a whole process of, insurance, and Katie does some of
It's
my
kind of a liability, so I step in.
Right here.
I always want to do the fighting, which I do most of. There's some moves they won't let me do, but more than they would let me. I don't know. It all depends. There's some really cool stuff that we've done. We had 17 days to shoot the pilot. We have 9 days to shoot subsequent episodes, and that has forced us to be a little bit more practical and a little bit more grounded. And I actually think that it lends itself to the series. It's actually sort of like a happy accident. It's nice.
This person waving right over here.
Who did the art of the poet's police portrait?
Mike Rell.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was a big honor for us.
Guy waving hat in the back.
You said you were going to stay with the legacies of Green Arrow. Are you going to have any trick arrows like the boxing gloves?
I mean, not that I don't really want there to be.
You gotta do a boxing glove.
Something. It's like failed trick arrows. It's just like, no. Okay, this one didn't work.
I'm sorry, I didn't call on you.
Shoot that kid with an arrow.
I just want to say something to the whole cast. I'm glad the 4 of you are here because if you watch, I don't know if you guys agree, but watching that pilot, you don't have to know anything about the DC universe, or to appreciate that you guys have 4 very interesting characters that are being developed instantly. Question for everyone down the line: did that strike you when you read this script that there was something you could sink your teeth into?
Yeah, for me it was pretty awesome. I mean, the first time I read the script, I put it down and I was like, oh, yeah, let's go do this. It was pretty awesome. Just the opportunity is amazing, let alone the fact that it's something that, I normally do play a kind of rambunctious teenager, to say the least, but this one has another level, which is really exciting.
Yeah, I think the moment I read the script, I was like, this is awesome. And then I went and saw who was already doing it, and was like, all right, that's fun. And then I saw Steven's abs, and I was like, that's not fun. But no, what's really cool is, aside from hating everybody that I'm up here with, no, it's an awesome group of people, and we have so much fun, and the characters are so much fun to play. Not having known much about the Green Arrow universe, diving into it has just been so much fun. And getting to read, that's like opening up an entire world of awesomeness. And getting to read Year One and Identity Crisis and seeing where my character might go, maybe. It's really cool.
I certainly had the same reaction when I read the script. I was blown away. I thought it was awesome. And then I was telling Steven actually wasn't attached to play Oliver at this point when I had read it. No one was attached. I just knew David Nutter and Andrew and Mark, and I was really excited. But I literally pictured, if this makes sense, not knowing Steven or seeing Steven before, I literally pictured him playing this part. And the second that he was cast, I was like, all right, this guy's perfect to play the part. And, you know, I just think it just all sort of fell together very nicely. And having heard what, you know, Rick Berlanti had to say about it and where they were taking all of these characters was certainly something that was intriguing and very interesting to me.
I was in Vancouver well before practicing archery, before we started shooting the pilot, and there was just a big wall of, before the announcements were made public of casting, there's just a big wall of headshots that goes up. I was just geeking out every day when, you know, like names went up. You know, I was a big fan of the OC, and I really liked Willow on it, and
Wait, I didn't hear that.
That's true.
You never told me that.
That's, well.
You actually watched the OC. Sorry, it just made me think completely differently of him.
No, it was really cool when to see as people became attached to it. I mean, Paul Blackthorne was my favorite villain on 24, and he's great in the show. It's just the experience has been true.
Let's see, what about, let's see, right here. Yeah.
For anybody that can answer this, you said earlier that you guys bring in like DC characters, you know, Deathstroke and all them. Being Deathshot, yeah. Being such a human show with like no superpowers, with Dinah's character, how are you guys going to bring in the Black Canary figure? Because she's got like the screaming thing.
It's a really good question. Again, I feel like that should be a question for Andrew Kreisberg. Andrew, if you have
The writers don't tell us anything.
Yeah, we don't.
They like to keep it in the dark.
For example, Colin and I were here yesterday and we went and harassed John Barrowman.
Yes. Right? That's awesome.
I had no freaking idea what he's playing. No idea at all.
No.
Yeah.
No idea.
No idea.
He's going to be on the show.
Oh, he's on the show.
He's on the show.
Batman.
Right here in the front.
Should have mentioned John Barrowman's on the show.
Yeah. Go to the interwebs now. Absolutely.
Screen it. It's like
Another one for Andrew.
the
Where is
They were
Andrew?
here.
I do know that there are elements of
Final
the
Crisis.
elements of the ship that have not been explained yet, that